Hi, today's topic is asthma, how to reduce asthma attacks naturally. I'm Alan Warnitz, nutrition expert and developer of supplements. Asthma is when you actually start experiencing shortness of breath, you can't breathe, you can't do sports, you can't run, and add to it a flu and the phlegm buildup makes it worse now, especially when there's an infection. And with the infection comes a sticky phlegm, and you can't cough it out. The phlegm is sticky, it doesn't come out. It blocks the lungs, gets worse, gets into a bronchitis. Next thing you find yourself in hospital, and the coughing doesn't stop, and you get very sore under the lungs. So when you're experiencing asthma, the asthma attack and the short of breath, all you want is that instant relief. You just want that breath because you can't be feeling that choking feeling, which is very, very unpleasant, very frustrating. So what do we know today that actually relieves that problem, that challenge, is the asthma pump. So there's a pump, that's what we use all the time. It's medication, it's drugs. However, it works. But it doesn't work for long, because once the medication is finished, you have to get some more if the attack comes. So in other words, it's an ongoing thing. So this is more like controlling the asthma, not really getting rid of it. We really want to get rid of it. So the other forms of medications we use will be expectorants to remove the phlegms, the sticky phlegms. You use expectorants. You have them in medication form. You can have them in herbal forms as well. Or at worst, you use steroids, and steroids gives you instant relief as well. Steroids is also made by the body, but taken from an external source. So the reason I'm talking to you today is that I want to tell you that these challenges and these frustrations about asthma and running out of breath do not have to be forever anymore. It's finished. I will show you how to do it, because I've experienced asthma for 30 years and I've tried all of these things: steroids, pump, expectorants, herbal formulas, teas, you name it, I've tried them. All of them were temporary reliefs. They did not end the thing. They just tried to control the thing. So with what I'm going to tell you today, and I'm going to give you the secret that I discovered, because I don't have asthma. I haven't had asthma for 15 years now, and I can drink the milk, I can drink all the things that create allergies, and I still don't have asthma, because I found the exact source why the body actually has asthma and how to get rid of it. So, as I said, I know how it feels. You crave for your breath, and I even tried yoga. So, your body actually produces its own steroids. Because as I said earlier, steroids from an external source creates instant relief. Your body creates steroids. And one of the steroids that is used that actually relieves asthma is cortisol. The body makes cortisol. However, if you do not give the body the nutrients to make cortisol, the body will not produce cortisol, so the asthma will carry on. But the moment the body is producing adequate cortisol to get rid of asthma and adequate cortisol to actually handle stress hormones as well, those two are very needed for stress, and because stress uses the cortisol first. So if you've got a lot of stress and your cortisol run out, you'll have asthma. So if you increase the level of cortisol, and this is how you do it, there are three main nutrients that produce cortisol. Cortisol is oil-based, so you need omega-3. So omega-3, vitamin B5 called pantothenic acid, and vitamin C. So this is the remedy that I discovered that when I put it to action, I got rid of my asthma. And I'm sharing this with you. So when you have an acute case, when it's like the asthma is really under attack now and you've got this bronchitis and all that, for 3 days you will take high doses of B5, 1,000 milligrams of B5, 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and 2,000 milligrams of omega-3. That's for 3 days. Within the second day, you're going to find the phlegm starting easing out, you're going to start coughing them out, and your lungs start becoming back to normal. On the third day, you just keep on coughing out the phlegms and they're just coming out. This is the beauty about it. The phlegms are no longer sticky. For 7 days, this is like for chronic cases now, for 7 days, 500 milligrams of vitamin B5, 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and 2,000 milligrams of omega-3 for 7 days. All of this will ease. You're going to find your asthma is going to start, the occurrence of asthma, it becomes less and less regular, and you're going to have less and less asthma, and all these problems will start disappearing. And for 3 months, you take 250 milligrams of B5, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 I am sure, because this is what's happened to me, I am sure you'll probably never experience asthma again for the rest of your life, as long as you do this. Because what has happened is these nutrients now have produced, has actually restored the integrity of your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands are on top here. The adrenal glands makes all your cortisol, all your steroids. So when the steroids are being made, your body gets back to, the hormones start getting back to balance because the body is balancing it. As I said earlier, I've developed new supplements. I developed this product called Immunity. In Immunity, what it contains B5 and vitamin C, some B complex, and also has in there orange powder, which has created wonders with people who've taken it. So 1 or 2 teaspoons will give you those doses, and that will start helping you. This is the formula that I developed and I had made, which actually has got rid of my asthma. So I want you to have the same. Get rid of the asthma and live a life where you can breathe freely, you can do sports, you don't run out of breath, and you live like a very productive life. And this is what I would like you to experience, and you can do this with that. Thank you for listening, and I hope to hear from you, your successes, about how you yourself also reduced your asthma and hopefully got rid of it for the rest of your life.